The shopping mall buzzed with laughter, children rushing past toy displays, and families enjoying their weekend when a young black boy, no older than 11, quietly browsed through a shelf of action figures, his eyes sparkling with excitement. He had saved up his allowance for weeks, dreaming of the day he could finally buy the toy he wanted most. But before he could take it to the counter, the store manager, a stern white woman with suspicion in her eyes, approached him with folded arms. She didn't ask him if he needed help or what he was looking for. She accused him of trying to steal, her voice sharp enough to draw the attention of other shoppers. Flustered and frightened, the boy tried to explain that he had money, but she wouldn't listen. Within minutes, she was on the phone, calling the police, as if the mere sight of a young black kid shopping was reason enough to assume guilt. As the officers arrived and the boy stood trembling, clutching the toy, the scene grew tense, eyes from every corner of the mall fixed on him. Would anyone step in to defend him? Or would this moment become another painful story of injustice left unchecked? Just as the officer began asking questions, a tall, sharply dressed man in a tailored suit entered the store, his presence commanding immediate attention. His voice was calm, but carried authority as he asked what was going on. The manager, almost smug, pointed at the boy and explained she had caught a thief. The man turned slowly, his gaze softening when it landed on the child, and then he looked back at the manager with fire in his eyes. "That boy is my son," he declared, pulling the boy close protectively. Gasps echoed around the room as the manager's face drained of color. But the true shock came when the man presented his ID and business card. He was not just the boy's father, but the CEO of the very company that owned the toy store. The officers backed off immediately, realizing the mistake, while the manager stood frozen, her accusatory finger now trembling. Shoppers whispered among themselves, some filming, others shaking their heads at the humiliating scene. With one final glare, the CEO father ordered the manager to hand over her resignation and then, turning to his son, told him proudly, "You've done nothing wrong." The boy smiled faintly through the tears, holding tightly to both his toy and his father's hand, knowing the truth had finally spoken louder than prejudice.